What is it that you do that is so unique? What is it that we as human beings do really, really well? And the amazing thing is, we don't actually think like that. We don't actually think, what is my strength? What am I really good at? And I'm not just talking about human beings as a species, but every individual turning to themselves and saying, what am I really good at? What is it that you do that is truly unique? Do you know? And one of the things that you are quite capable of doing, and you do it well, is appreciation. To appreciate. Appreciation. Appreciation in life is extremely, extremely important. Without appreciation, it is like having food that has no flavor. It is like having ice cream that has no sugar, no sweetness. And so, what is it that we need to appreciate in our life? And one thing is definitely true. You can only appreciate that which can be appreciated. So is there something in us? Because we live our lives, we have our jobs. Some days things are good, some days things are not so good. Some days it feels like you're dragging. Some days it feels like you're flying a little bit till you hit a wall, then you go, okay. Then you have your Saturdays and Sundays, and you do kind of the similar thing. And then Monday comes, and then you do the same thing, and then the Tuesday comes, and it does the same thing. Till one day, your cake, your birthday cake, has too many candles. And it's hard to blow out. That's the day you change the rule. Only one candle, please. It's too many. When you're young, you want all 10. Maybe when you were 20, you could blow out 20. And you get to 50, it's like, no, just put 5, that's it. Because I cannot blow out 50 candles. And so, then you begin to realize that life is passing by very quickly. And have you truly accomplished what you want to accomplish? And in this world, there's only 2 ways to survive. Only 2. One is that you find that joy, that you find that beauty, that you find that wonder, that fills your heart. Or suppress the feeling. Suppress the feeling. Learn to live without wanting happiness. So sad. But that's what people do. We think our happiness is associated with what we have accomplished. When we have a nice house, yeah, this is great. When we have a nice car, this is great. When we have a nice wife, that's great. When we have nice children, that's great. When we have a nice this, that's great. But do you know that happiness has nothing to do with any of that? I'm trying to tell you that what you are looking for is inside of you. Always has been and always will be. The world is trying to have manifestations of peace. Without peace, problem. When you try to have manifestations of food without food, somebody is going to go hungry. This is how it is. Who are you? Think about it. Who are you? Who are you? Here you are, on this planet Earth, not for a very long time. Sorry. But who are you? You want me to show you? I have something to show you. You know what this is? This is 99% of a human being. No, I'm not that sick. There's no human being here. It's just H2O, calcium, carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus. That's it. This is you. This is me. You want to fall in love with this? This represents 7 billion people on the face of this earth. This little bottle, what it has in it, represents 7 billion people on the face of this earth. Hello? That's it? That's it? Or are you something more? This is going to go back in my pocket. So are you just this? Or are you something more? Are you something that I cannot put in my pocket? Are you a source of joy for yourself? Which this isn't. One day, this is what will be burnt, buried, thrown in the sea. This, what's in here, has been here for a long, long time. And will be for a long, long time. Do you know that? Some people say, oh, he's gone. He's not gone. He's still here and will be. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes. Well, that's where it came from. That's where it's going to go. And that's where it's going to stay till it comes back again. Nature started recycling a long time ago. That's the fact. So who are you? This? See, I did this because I can say this verbally. In fact, I talked about this yesterday, and I said it verbally, but this is so powerful. You see, and it's so insignificant, and yet this is the composition that makes you up, 99% of you. But this is what we fall in love with. I want you to fall in love with what is not in this bottle. Do you know how to? Do you know what that is? Do you? What's not in this bottle? And that's in you. That makes you, you. Recognition of the self. Is extremely important. Socrates said, know thyself. You live under one rule which Einstein said, everything that's created will be destroyed. You remember? You know Einstein, right? You remember Einstein? You read about Einstein. Pretty smart fellow. Said everything that's been created will be destroyed. Yikes. So who are you? Do you have the recognition of the self? In your life, don't just read about peace. In your life, don't just hear about peace. In your life, don't just discuss peace. Feel peace. In your life, don't just hear the descriptions of the divine. in your life, don't just hear the definitions of the divine. In your life, don't hear the discussions of the divine, but feel the divine. That's what has to happen. Now I know people are going, how? How? How is that possible? Easy. Easy. Very, very easy. If you don't remember anything from today, whatever I've said, remember this. It's just one thing. And I don't really care who you are. Whatever you are looking for is inside of you. There is one thing you never have to search for. You know what that is? The divine. I bet there are people here who have been searching for a long time. They've searched here, and they have searched there, 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 and they have searched there. Where is the divine? On top of a mountain. Only on top of the mountain. If you haven't found the one at the bottom, what is the point of climbing the top? You missed that one. You see, my friends, peace is the only thing you cannot search for. Divine is the only one you cannot search for. Joy is the only thing you cannot bring in. Because it's already inside of you. I have been saying this for such a long time. And every time I say this, it brings a tremendous sense of joy to me. What you are looking for is inside of you. End of discussion. End of definition. What do you have to do? You have to know the art of looking within. It's an art. Absolutely, it's an art. And you don't know it. You know the art of creating. And remember what I said earlier on? Do you know the art of admiring? Do you know the art of witnessing? Do you know the art of appreciation? That's the word I used. Appreciation. Do you know the art of appreciation? Do you? To see untainted, to admire with no other wishes, to acknowledge with sincerity, to accept with understanding, to feel with no barriers in this life, the beauty that is within you. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. To see and for the first time, truly see. To understand. To understand. For what it is. This is a big world. There's 7 billion people, and they all have their own version of how it all happens. Many, many civilizations have existed before us, and there will be other civilizations. And this doesn't matter. But in one's lifetime, one lifetime that you have, to have come on the face of this earth and not have known the divine is a tragedy. To have come and not have embraced peace, that's a tragedy. And the tragedy is the only thing I'm trying to stop. And what people believe in after so many years, I know it doesn't matter. Let them believe. Let them have their freedom to believe what they want to believe. And we need that freedom. But when it comes to the divine, there needs to be knowing. Not one day, but every single day for the rest of our lives. Appreciate, admire the most admirable that dwells in your heart. And in that knowing, you will experience freedom like you have never experienced before. The good news today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it real. Make it real. This power of appreciation, when it is turned for this existence, not the things that you have in this life, but the life itself, the coming and going of this breath, that I am alive, I exist, that I have the capacity to feel, that I have the capacity to understand, that I have the capacity to feel happiness in my life, then the appreciation that comes for this life is unique. And this, in my opinion, all of us do very, very well.